the second T anyway.
1, 2, 3. What are you? TMNTT.
Who was busy with 3 boys of his own. They were 4 men living all together, if they were all alone. Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch. Must somehow form a family. That's the when we all became the
Tommy.
bunch. The
Tommy.
bunch. That's the way we became the
Tommy. Alright. 1, 2, 3. That is what you Hollywood stand for. Beyond anything else. Are you ready for the entertainer? The Tommy NC 2010. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tommy NC 2010. We're doing Tommy Talks tonight because I can't do Tommy Talks on Sunday because of a family emergency. So we're doing it tonight, and tonight my guest is the host. We have one host of
one half.
the one half of the most electrifying debating show. Informative, electrifying show here on YouTube. And as you hear him chiming in multiple times as I'm trying to give a promo here, none other than Mr. Chime In, Sam Rasmus.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, and he interrupts in the middle of a conversation, but it's cool. It's just that's how he is. He has no manners, but don't worry, he's fine.
Whoa.
That's a joke. I'm not spitting nails at you. Jeez, I'm just joking with you. You have to cup the ball sometimes, you know that, Sam. Ladies and gentlemen, none other.
Man without a camera.
What's going on?
Turn your camera on, dude.
Turn on your camera, Judd.
Don't be afraid.
I decided to use an avatar. See if it works.
Please turn on your camera, Judd.
It's a long-standing archaic rule in Tommy Talks, and there's no exceptions.
It's
except
true.
For a few.
If you could have your face on.
Wait. Is everyone here against their will?
I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Okay then.
It's just if you can have your face on the Bait and Sketch show, you can have your face on here.
That's not the way I see it.
Okay.
Give me a second to fix it around. I'll get it.
And Tommy.
Hello. Also, the man with multiple personalities that has always a fresh diaper every day. We give you none other than Mr. Sega Camp.
Hey,
Gamer.
I do not go through multiple diapers a day.
No, you know what? I don't believe that. The only thing fresh that Sega Camp's wearing right now is that fresh Santa hat.
And this beard. Look at
the beard, too.
I grew this thing all
Hey, dude, Tommy, if this is Tommy Talks, why aren't you standing up?
Well, it's kind of a different Tommy Talks. I'm a bit tuckered out, so I'm kind of doing it sitting down. So I'm just.
You don't even have a fedora hat.
It's okay. It looks. I like the perspective anyway. This perspective looks good on you, Tommy.
Okay, if you want me to wear a fedora, there's a oopsie.
What the heck was that?
That was the Statue of Liberty falling with its head breaking.
12,
Statue
10.
of Liberty, I just broke the Statue of Liberty.
12, 10. Tommy breaks the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, poor Statue of Liberty. I got this from New York.
Well, just get some super glue and super glue that thing on.
Put some goop on that sucker.
No, but see, now the thing is, you could take a Vince McMahon doll, rip the head off, and glue that onto the Statue of Liberty.
This is one of the original hats that I used to wear back in the day. This is what I used to... the styles that I had back in the day. I thought was like, yeah, this is awesome. This is a cool fedora. And this is what I used to wear back in the day.
A lot of people say you look like Dick Tracy, and I think that hat is what caused a lot of that. It's kind of a Dick Tracy look.
So, okay.
Oh, by the way, we got someone in the chat. His name's I Got Eggs On. He says, new subscriber, what's up?
Hello there, I Got Eggs. How you doing there? Hope you're enjoying the show. This is normally we do it on Sundays at 9:30 p.m., but we can't do Tommy Talks on Sundays because of a family emergency. And so we're doing it now. And I just to introduce
too many plugs in Black Mountain right now. Flying everywhere.
Hey, what's going on?
Whoa, there's Judd. You're in here twice, dude. That's pretty
His
far out.
camera he probably froze up.
Oh yeah.
So Judd, you gonna come on camera this time?
Well, I'm trying to get to work, but you have a very Walt Disney vibe, you know that? You're all like, cut on camera, do as I say. You want to be a star, don't you? Just give me a second to fix what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's because it's a blend of Walt Disney and Steven Spielberg. Very demanding, high-quality director.
Well, one thing also, folks, one of the subjects is talking about the new trailer for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and also interviewing Judd here from the Bait and Sketch Show, which you can find his link in the description below. And, well, it's down below beyond all the links.
Tommy, Highbrow Comedy wants to join in.
Well, we will have you on for an episode sometime, but tonight I'm interviewing Judd tonight. So
I don't think we have as much material as you possibly think here, Tommy. I think you might need some other people.
Well, we'll see where we go from here. We'll see where we go, and then if we have to do what we have to do, we have to do what we have to do.
So
It's
hey, dude,
the way she goes, the way of the road.
I hear there's a pay-per-view on Sunday.
No, I'm not able to watch that pay-per-view because of my family emergency, and I'm not using. It's because of my family emergency. I can't watch the pay-per-view on Sunday. But
Right?
Dude, are you gonna PVR it? You gonna record it so you can watch it later?
well, I have the WWE Network, so I can watch it anytime I want to watch it. I don't have to watch it live, and then people probably tell me, and then over Twitter and Facebook I'll hear, oh, this is somebody broke his neck, or somebody, Seth Rollins.
You just gotta shut that out, dude. You gotta like ignore the social media wavelengths until you go see that pay-per-view.
Yeah, and it's just like, here's to you, Facebook.
Yeah.
So, Judd, are you ready?
I'm gonna have to say it's safe
going.
to assume that Judd is probably completely naked right now because he's usually always on camera.
I talked to him earlier, and he was completely dressed when I talked to him.
I
He's just being
Tommy's like
complete.
Geraldo or like some investigative reporter. Like, this reporter has confirmed. Maybe
Judd, why are you being
every...
so rebellious right now? Like you were fine before the show started, and then you shut your camera off. What the heck?
Nah, just because there's a bit of slowdown, right? So
No, there's no slowdown.
There was a minute. I got in
No.
here twice.
Come on.
Anyway, we'll give it a
That's
shot.
malarkey. That's total malarkey.
Malarkey, you say. All right.
Well, how are we
How it
getting
works.
acapella in the meantime?
Right, there you go. It worked. There, you got it working. Rock on.
Whoa,
What?
who's that guy?
Sega Camp. He shows like Santa Claus.
Ladies and ladies
here's-
and gentlemen, the other half.
Oh no, it's the king of the
other half of
trolls.
the testicle
Judd, what
to
are you
the Bait
doing?
and Sketch Show.
I didn't agree to this.
King of the Trolls. So,
I was trying to trick Tommy.
oh, okay.
All
Hey,
right,
guys.
the other half of the other side, we have two of the most iconic faces here in the room. We have Judd and Chris, which Chris is sketch and Judd is bait. Because the reason why Judd is bait because he is the one that gets thrown onto the sharks, and Chris is the one that
Never happened.
does the sketches.
This is all in Tommy's sick fantasy. This
Yeah.
was not our intention.
Oh, the rebellion continues. We got a bottle bust in the making here.
I got like a billion bottles here. This is gonna be a good night.
You know what you should do? You should put the cap on them, twist the bottom, and squeeze it, and then do the thing where you shoot the cap off.
Why does that bother him more?
Okay, what's
I know it doesn't bother anybody. It's
So,
just funny.
I know what you mean, Sam. I seen somebody I know someone who does that a lot. Just twist the bottle up and then.
Yeah,
Goes right
there's
up in the
one summer where I did that like all the time, but then I just quickly grew out of that phase. My bottle busting phase. So there's the chat is actually going pretty crazy here. Someone wants a hello. Someone's asking why there's no more ball bounces.
Someone claims you gave him a total
Someone
gave you a total of $1,900.
$200 to do an acapella. Seriously, what is with you people?
So, okay, who should I start interviewing first? Who wants to go
sketch.
first? Judd or Chris, since there's two gentlemen here.
Well, just
For the-
throw out some questions, Tommy, and we'll
That's
just
fine.
over them.
So,
Yeah.
who is there a specific YouTuber or person that inspired the bait and sketch show?
I think Chris has an answer to that that's probably more profound, so I'll go first and say not particularly no. I was mostly
well-
inspired by like radio shows and stuff that I liked outside of YouTube, but Chris has, I think, a couple of YouTubers that inspired him.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Me, Judd and myself, we know each other from school, but we both kind of come from a radio. Well, Judd comes from more of a radio background, but I would say that we're both sort of radio buffs. But Tommy, I'm not just saying this because I happen to be on the channel, but I have watched probably more hours of your channel than any other YouTuber.
He's not just saying that; he's told me this too.
So you're saying that my channel inspired you kind of give life to the bait and sketch show?
Or Chris. I'd never heard of you until.
Yeah, well, I showed Judd your channel and stuff, but I mean, I like Judd and I do on our channel, the Bait and Sketch channel, we do a show that some people have compared to Tommy Talks, but we also kind of just like the long form live radio format. So I think we kind of follow that, but your channel kept pulling me back onto YouTube in general, Tommy. You've got a lot of entertaining stuff out there.
I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
I'm being honest. Can I give a favorite video? I didn't know if you'd ask that.
What's your favorite video of mine?
I think I got hooked on your stand-up videos are some of my favorites.
I haven't done that in forever because I can never get Hamza to take me out to Asheville, and I have
Tommy.
no one else that wants to go out there late at night.
Do you still remember the Elmo joke? Can you? Is that part of your repertoire still, or have you forgotten?
I still can't. I remember. I can't remember the Elmo joke. What was the Elmo joke about?
I don't know. You tanked halfway through, so no one will ever know the real Elmo joke.
Gotta go back and rewatch.
That always catches me off guard, man. To see your face and your person creating that noise is just totally crazy.
For instance, in one of my vlogs, I did the Mogwai. Mogwai! Mogwai! Oh! Yeah. I said, oh my gosh, it came out of me. Like sometimes I'm shocked just by what comes out of my voice. How I can do.
Speaking of intros to your channel and favorite videos, when I first found your YouTube channel, Tommy, I was like kind of shocked by how high pitched your voice is. You know, that's one of the things. It was like this mysterious thing. I was like, how does this guy have such a high-pitched voice? So I just kept watching.
And then I modeled out. I monoed out.
Yeah, some people attribute it to a second puberty.
So Judd, okay, I'm gonna interview you guys separately in this piece here. So Judd, what do you model yourself after? With the bait and sketch show, how do you model yourself? Because Chris apparently has, he was inspired by my channel. So apparently you didn't know me after Chris told you about me. So what do you model yourself after exactly? What do you want to do with the bait and sketch show?
Like who I draw inspiration from as a creative force. Mostly, I'd like to be like classy and say Barry Farber and Ron Owens and Gene Shepard, and I mean they are important, but it's mostly a bizarre radio show called The Jason Ellis Show, and he just kind of inspired me and said anyone can kind of do this if you just go for it.
So what do you think of? This is a question for Judd and Chris. What do you guys think of Joe Rogan's radio?
It's all right. It's good.
I'm not a big wrestling fan, but the only wrestling content that I watch is Joe Rogan and stuff.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, Joe Rogan.
From Fear Factor. No, famous for Fear Factor.
Okay, he's got his podcast too, right? Yeah, he's got some interesting ideas and stuff. I feel like he's got a couple go-to topics that he like just kind of shoehorns in, like the marijuana topics and stuff. Often,
yeah. I feel like he tries very hard to make it, to state that I'm Joe Rogan and I'm a pothead. You know.
Now,
it's almost
you guys wrestling fans?
Persona.
I mean, it's on the Joe Rogan thing. Before anyone takes this and cuts this up, his stand-up is kind of hit and miss for me, and that's just personal taste, right? Stand-up is subjective. What makes one person laugh and the other. He's done tremendous work. He's not my absolute favorite, but there's times when he is completely untouchable. So when he's in the zone, he's a great broadcaster. But it's just my favorite thing. I'm not as big into MMA as some people, but I think he gets good guests and does cool things.
The name Joe Rogan slips my mind.
You want to talk about wrestling? We can do that.
What?
You're about to go into wrestling. The answer is yeah.
What wrestler is your favorite wrestler?
Currently?
Jack?
Currently?
Yeah.
Right now, probably Kyle O'Reilly. Or let me think. Yeah, that's probably it. Kyle O'Reilly would be my favorite.
Booker T.
Booker T doesn't wrestle anymore. He just does announcements.
That's the only wrestling match I've. I went to kind of an amateur match with Judd, but the only WWE match I've been to. The only I think Rey Mysterio and Booker T were the two people that I remember at that show. I don't know if I was supposed to be cheering for Booker T there. I was the only one screaming his name, but I was rah Booker T.
Booker T's a boss, man. He's a classic wrestler.
Now,
so good.
where is the future of the bait and sketch show going? What is your vision?
I hear an echo. I hear a massive echo.
Where is the future for the bait and sketch show going?
Some would say downhill, but no, I'm just kidding. What wrestler is strongest? Donnie, don't. The strongest wrestler I know of is a Michael Elgin. He bench presses like 500 pounds. His mom was a competitive arm wrestler. He's nuts. Anyway, or Mark Henry, one of the two. Mark Henry is actually officially, and then it'd probably be Michael Elgin currently competing. Where was I? Your answer. Where's it going, Chris? I don't know. I think we're trying to go in a bit more of a different direction in the future. I think Chris wants to do more guests and try and run that way and be more of a sit-down format with a few pre-recorded breaks instead of trying to run bits live on air.
Well, yeah, I think we'd like to mix up like some shorter and Judd and I have run into a couple problems sometimes with we like to do sort of shorter bits or whatever. I know you have your like one question, one impression thing that you do or whatever, but things are hard to pull off sometimes. Like I feel like those types of things may work better as a pre-recorded thing, and just have more of a general hangout kind of vibe for the main show. I don't know. Those seems to work better for us normally.
Now, what's your plans for? Now, do you always plan to just be live broadcast for the bait and sketch show? Or are you going to have a segment that's going to be pre-recorded?
No, we want to
for the
mix it up.
bait?
We want to do both.
Now,
Shorter stuff.
I've sat down with you guys at the planning board also for the bait and sketch show, and I've also said that you guys should have a day, circle a day that you guys can meet each other, and then have writings down, and then talk about what subjects you're going to talk about, and just have a day where Chris and Judd come face to face, sit down at a desk, and go back and forth, debate, talk, have a good time, and if you want to, drink at the same time, like drink alcoholic beverages and talk.
Well,
and
who
have
are you, our
debate.
parents? What do you, like, what do you say? I permit you to go to the, Greens and Noble holiday dance, and if you want to drink, it's fine by me.
Just make sure you don't spend more than $20.
Yeah, and that you and Chris are both home by 11.
And make sure you have some cocks of pepperoni, and you have to get the good kind of dope.
Tommy, I like your Mick Jagger style microphone.
Oh, running up in an elevator, loving up when you're going down. It's a tie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know what it is.
I
It
don't
looks
know
like
if
my
it's been-
grandfather's
That's Aerosmith.
top
That's
necktie.
that's not Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger was the Rolling Stones.
We have half of a
That's
very
Steven Tyler that you're thinking of, Tommy.
Sega Camp. You've got a very festive theme tonight, and Sam's kind of jumped in on that.
Thank
Alright,
you.
Festivus
this is
Project.
so I was wearing this to my friend's house, right? I hadn't seen him for a while, and I got this toque, right? He says, "Oh, dude, why are you wearing a Muslim hat?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Look, it's stretched so thin you can see your hair through it." I said, "Man, you're really need some glasses, man. It's just like a design pattern."
And
It's
maybe
a
some
beanie.
sensitivity training. It is not a beanie. It is a toque.
It's a toque, man.
It's
This
a
is
toque,
It's a
Canada.
Tommy.
beanie.
No, it
No.
is a. I will leave this
It's
channel
not.
right
It's
now.
not a Mexican guy, dude. It's a toque.
Um,
I thought a beanie.
Now-
I thought a beanie was a blanket. Like as a child, like I would need a beanie. I thought it was a.
where
No?
did you guys get the name bait and sketch show? Like the bait and sketch show. Like where is that derivative from exactly now? Because a while back ago, apparently somebody said that somebody was calling you, Chris, sketch, and then calling Judd bait, and I thought that was kind of funny. And apparently you guys are not very accepting to those names.
Because they're not our names, Tommy.
It wasn't
the way you
intended
don't
to be
answer.
like-
Yeah, the way you don't answer to Godzilla or like Methodius.
Or Boone Slappy.
Yeah, the same way we don't answer to things that aren't my name.
I came up with the name.
Yeah.
There's no deep meaning to behind it. To be honest, it was just kind of a couple.
Bait and switch, am I right?
There's the phrase bait and switch, so I suppose it's kind of a play on that. I think our show's kind of a comedy show. We have some. By the way, I'm hoping to have we got to have a couple of short little like cartoons and stuff on our channel. So when I first started the channel, was thinking of throwing in some like sketch comedy and whatnot. So just the word sketch. It's also kind of stoner terminology, which I don't know if it's not really relevant to what we do, but.
Mm. Some of the fans,
There's no good meaning behind it.
Tommy,
But,
what do you think of Donald Trump on his recent comments?
I believe Tommy's answered this before, but yeah. Which ones?
Tommy hasn't
So
done a
many.
show. Tommy hasn't done a show since those comments were made.
No, but just so many comments. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Specify, Sam.
Tommy, what do you think of Donald Trump commenting that Muslims should be barred from entering the United States of America?
I don't think I'm going to answer that opinion here on this show. I don't think I should say that here.
Well, you make a quick comment about you talked about it on our show, Tommy, but his idea of closing up the internet.
Well, I don't think like certain parts, like YouTube or Facebook, should be shut down. I think certain websites that are devoted to certain things should be shut down.
Would you shut down Reddit?
Who knows? Who knows? If there's a certain part of Reddit that is bad. What? What are you laughing at?
Nothing, dude.
Just how strong you are in your opinions. Just you'd be the best presidential candidate of all time. After Trump.
Here's a good one. Sorry, just while we're on the subject of recent news.
2020, Tommy NC 2010 for president. I will run for president.
I would
You're
go
gonna
for
need
that.
a lot more
Campus,
Patreons, dude.
If you get Sega Camp as your running mate, then I'm all in. I'll vote for that.
I can't have him as my
Okay.
vice president because he's Canadian. He's not an American citizen.
Vice President, it's
That is
stringent for that
true.
too. I thought maybe they'd make more lenient for the one that isn't as important or doesn't really matter.
Well, because here's the thing. The only reason that What's-Her-Face was a running mate because she was actually in an estate. You know, the one
Were
that
you
everybody
talking-
bashed.
You just-
When back in the day when a woman tried to run for vice president, tried to be a vice president.
Sarah Palin? Do you mean Sarah Palin?
Yeah, apparently everybody thinks that everybody deserves to throw a book at her face because apparently she's so dumb, but actually she's a very smart woman. But
Every portrayal of
Female
Sarah Palin
president.
I've seen has been
I heard
idiotic.
Hillary Clinton wanted. I heard they wanted to have Hillary Clinton as one as well, which is kind of weird.
Hillary Clinton's a freaking battle axe. That's what she is. She's frightening.
Frightening.
Yikes.
I think she's kind of sexy.
Sam.
So I'm curious. You would bend her over?
No, I let her. I
That's
let her make
Sam.
dinner. and
You've
then,
been
like,
to Rover
maybe
and
we'd have
show her
some
all
wine.
52 states.
Because I could picture this that situation with Sam, and then all of a sudden, why didn't you tell me about it? That's
That's not my
Bill.
pickup line. That's not my pickup
No,
line.
that's
Or his
Bill
voice.
Clinton's. That's Bill Clinton walking in on you, messing
Oh.
with around with Hillary Clinton. Bill's
Now,
like,
Rasmus, I don't normally condone in this kind of activity, but you're an upstanding young man, so you can fuck my wife.
whoa.
Oh dear Lord.
I
Where's the show going to? Where's
I
it
didn't
going?
get the whole. There was an episode of Family Guy, and there was a part where basically Hillary walks in and Bill's just sitting in his room, and she's looking around, and so she ends up opening the door, and out comes all these girls running out. I didn't realize what the joke was, and then I said, "Oh yes, Monica Lewinsky," because Hillary doesn't trust Bill.
You wonder why I don't want to have my face associated with your channel with your raunchy Howard Stern circa late 80s questioning.
Tommy does seem a lot less formal when we happen to be interviewing him or just in the room or something. You loosen Tommy up somehow, Judd. I don't know what it is, but
I don't know. It's the same thing. I don't know. People ask me for directions. They think I'm trustworthy. I don't know why.
Now.
I don't want to help you stop.
Now, just to say, I guess I'll ask this question. I don't know if I asked this. I don't know if the question was answered. What is the future for the Bait and Sketch show?
we kind of answered.
No one knows the future, Tommy. If I did, I'd play the lottery and win that crap twice.
Or you could be God and then end up
No.
having everybody win the lottery and then there's no money at all.
I will tell you what I'll do with the future knowledge that I have. Thank you very much. I'll win the lottery twice. What would you do, Chris, if you could predict the future?
I don't know. Find out how to make our channel semi-functional. I guess based off the last couple shows.
Or see what the next big trending thing on YouTube is. What's the next social experiment, or the next you won't believe what happens next, or the next
A
5 things
gigantic,
about a
massive
certain...
explosion of some stupidity, or somebody falling off a scooter, or just or some woman talking about fat people. Oh, that's
Tommy
subject.
just summed up the internet.
Basically, I remember one show you guys were talking about that really ticked you guys off about the subject about that woman.
Who, Nicole
Basically,
Harper? No, she's a
how
local
she ripped into
Toronto.
fat people.
No, she's a local Toronto comedian. I think she's actually pretty good.
I don't think she's that great. I don't know. Judd thinks that her videos are funny.
No. I never said she's the greatest comedian I've ever seen, but she's a good comedian. She's not.
I don't think she's great. I don't know. I reluctantly defended her.
You never saw her live though. You never saw her stand up. You've only seen.
Yeah, I've only seen a handful of video clips, but I do think the outrage over it was that bothered me. People's reaction to the video.
Well, I don't think fat people should be criticized. No one's perfect. No one's blessed with a perfect body. Not everybody has the most perfect body for her to sit and say, "I'd love to punch a fat person in the face."
She
I'm
didn't
like,
say that though.
Yeah, she didn't, threaten and people are threatening violence against her and like actually trying to have a real world effect. Go back and watch our video. I mean, I ranted about it for half an hour, but basically everybody says controversial things. You said some pretty out there things, Tommy. I think on your channel, and I don't think you should be banned from having a career in entertainment or something because you slipped up and said something somebody may not agree with. I mean, nobody's perfect in the sense that people are going to say things that are, off, that aren't accepted by everyone. I don't know. I won't go into the whole.
Here, I got an
whatever,
interesting take that I just thought of. Some people through their childhood are very slim. Then in their 20s, life hits them real hard, and they just put on a bunch of weight. Other people have been overweight since birth. These fat babies, and their parents just feed them like really fatty foods, and they grow up to be quite fat children. They become obese teenagers, and then through their whole life they're very fat. I think those are the kind of people who say, well, make body acceptance or whatever it is an issue. People who used to be skinny, ballooned up to a bigger size, realize, well, I could always get back to that smaller size, right? Because they've been there before, right?
Yeah, I understand. I get that angle. But people are allowed. I think people are allowed to be ignorant. And, I don't know. They shouldn't. Somebody shouldn't go to jail or not be allowed to be hired
Fat
ever.
jail. Fat person jail.
Right. Go to the Ministry
Sumo.
of Love.
Instead of like an annual grudge match of football between the guards and the prisoners, it's an annual sumo match.
now,
No
Chris, I
one-
have a question about your beard. Like, have you ever thought? Like, I've never seen you without a beard. Have you ever thought about shaving it?
I trim every once in a while. I don't know. I've had some form of beard pretty much since like grade 7, so it's a long-standing tradition.
The mountain man.
Yeah, I've never seen Chris with like out a beard, and I've known you for like.
Do you think if you shaved your beard off one morning and like went to bed and woke up the next morning and you saw yourself in the mirror with no beard, do you think you'd scare yourself a little bit?
Yes.
Like, holy shit, who's that?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Judd, I bet you $20 you can shave off Chris' beard.
Wait, no, are you gonna give me $20 to go shave off Chris's beard? Or are you asking like the modal verb of possibility? Am I physically able to shave Chris's beard?
I bet you.
Because the technology exists. The technology does exist.
Tommy, do you intentionally shave your mustache or is that just how your facial hair grows if you just let it go?
Well, I honestly want to grow a big, fat, hairy beard like yours, but I can't because where I work, unfortunately, won't let me grow a beard. So I can't grow a big, fat mountain man beard. I've always wanted to, and I've had the success of growing a mustache now, but I've always it's like my face my if my hair grows out, it says we want to grow a beard, but I have to no.
Tell your work it's for you have to do it for religious reasons or something.
No, it's because I want to have a big fat mountain man beard.
Well, tell them that
Black Mountain.
Tommy, have you ever thought about shaving your mustache?
Excuse me.
Tommy?
What?
Are you dodging the question with a burp?
It's just everybody says I look older with a mustache on.
What if you shaved it and you looked like way younger and like women
I
started
have
flocking to
shaved.
you?
I have. If you look through some of my videos, you could find where I've shaved.
What creepy stalker would do that? Like,
Yeah. No, you'd have a lot of videos to go through to find it. But no, Tommy, I remember you were younger, like 2 years ago or something. You shave your mustache every once in a while. But yeah, I was gonna say, Judd, you could probably grow a rockin' mustache, dude. I noticed your upper lip is pretty large and like.
Just look at Sayacamp. Sayacamp has a caterpillar above his nose. Below his
Hey,
nose.
guys.
for all of November. For all of
Look
November.
at this closely. Right down here. It's all down here, Tommy. It's right down here on my chin.
You look like you. You know who you remind me of? Say, Camp, with your mustache.
Ooh.
Of Captain Morgan. That's who you remind me of.
What?
That was the worst Star Trek captain, in my opinion.
Who?
Captain Morgan's a drink. You nuts.
And the captain of rum. And something else.
Everyone's like, yeah, get yourself a Captain Morgan.
You drink
That's
rum,
the
Tommy?
commercial where people stand up and they're like, oh, and like their legs are like halfway up.
I don't think they get that much discomfort from pulling that pose, Tommy. That might just be you.
No, I've seen the commercial. Everybody's like, because at one point these guys are doing the pose, and they're actually letting girls sit on their legs because they're trying to hold them up, and like those men have a little Captain Morgan in them.
Remember that Tommy Talks when you had the really tight leather jacket, and then you got some Captain Morgan into you, and you were like resting against the wall with your eyes closed, swearing like a sailor.
I wasn't
Can we have
that
a Christmas
drunk.
party? Can we have a Christmas party where Bat recurs?
I'd love to. I think that a Christmas edition of Tommy Talks or the Bait and Sketch Show should definitely involve lots of liquor. And hey, I had that idea of the eggnog chug. You get a big pint glass full of eggnog.
Well, I
Chug it
don't
back.
know. It just depends on what I'm doing for Christmas. I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas exactly, but
Some people like to spend that with their family, those perverts. Like, what do you mean? What else are you going to do, Tommy? Absolute psychopath.
It reminds me, somebody said this to me today. I was at the dentist's office and I was talking about Trailer Park Boys, and she's like, yeah,
Can you be
kitties are not
quiet? I
supposed
need to get into your mouth, and you're like, blah, 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 blah. No? I imagine they have to tell you to stop talking to get into your mouth.
So for those vlogs when I have the camera on, I'm filming them.
Tommy, someone wants to know, do you think you could lift up Ashley?
What?
Like, can you lift her?
I'm not going to discuss Ashley.
Well,
here
we
on
gotta
my
do
show.
science. We gotta do science. We gotta find out how much she weighs, like, surreptitiously through, like, I don't know,
Okay,
some, like,
change the
prank or
subject
something.
right now.
And then, no. And then we gotta make sure you can get in the gym and lift, like, much more. Like, find out the heaviest person weighs, and then, like,
But you can't really replicate lifting a person in the gym because it's such a dynamic action.
We'll just use, like, logs and, like, those things that the strongmen use.
The Strongman. You guys remember that? Like, I remember when I was younger on the sports channel or OLN or something, there would be these strongman competitions on, daytime television. And I thought, it baffled my mind that people actually dedicated their lives to that. Lifting big boulders, and those like metal logs with holes in them. I guess no one else ever watched those.
I watched it. There's not much to say about it. It's just like, and now here comes this Vlad Vigas then, and he's about to lift like 9 giant barrels of 300 pounds apiece. And it's
Tommy,
Yes.
have you seen the new trailer, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer?
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen it? No. This is no. Cut the crap. This is a yes or no. Have you seen it?
Yes,
or no?
I have seen the trailer, and that's why I'm going, oh.
And what's your opinion on it?
Oh, it looks so horrible. Oh, I'm like thinking, why, Michael Bay, must you rape my childhood with, horrible CGI and trying to ruin the Teenage Mutant
never
Ninja
a fan
Turtles?
of the series to begin with. Even back then when they were still when they finally made the live action movies.
Why is it Michael Bay has to ruin every good action cartoon characters?
Because he gets paid.
He ruined the. He ruined the.
If he can't purchase Back to the Future next, then I say he's gone too far.
So, Sega Camp just brought something up that I just popped in here, and I just kind of half heard it. But he says he was never a huge fan of the series. Is it really that much worse, Tommy, or do you think it's just nostalgia that you were 12 or 10 when the original movies came out, and you're like, oh, they were so great because you were a kid, and you look at them with a more critical eye as an adult?
Well, the animated show came first, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then there became a movie. There was an original show, and then the movie came out. If I'm verbatim
and I
right.
know I know for a fact the movies were live action, and they just had like a guy dressed in a suit just to be the turtles.
But I thought honestly, for that time and era, the costumes were decent. I couldn't find any flaws in the costume, except for when they started making sequels, and then the costumes just started getting really horrible. And
Okay, I'm gonna say I
and then
just
Tommy.
spent the past couple minutes watching the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trailers,
And then
and
they
it looks
did the Turtles out
badass,
of it.
man. It looks badass. The music is good. The visuals are good. It looks like funky and out there. And to top it all off, you got Megan Fox wearing a sexy.
Isn't that all you
Megan
want?
Fox cannot act. Megan Fox, oh my gosh.
But,
Why did they pick?
but Tommy, from a Ninja
She's
Turtles
just
movie,
there for
like,
sex appeal, Tommy. That
what
is
more
all-
exactly?
She's one of the like foot patrol, and she
Get the
doesn't have to
guys
act.
over her.
What more can you
Sex
ask from that movie than some action and
Like, what do you
sex
want? Do you
appeal
want
and-
do you want
exactly.
do you want a smarmy Titanic scene or something? Like,
Well,
like what do you want,
the
man?
script
I
wasn't as
want a
brilliant
better
as it
quality
should have been.
actress that actually can
Like-
act.
Tommy, you like entertainment, and you are entertained by WWE, some of the cheesiest, crappiest
Yeah,
sex appeal.
Even for
entertainment
wrestling,
out there.
even for wrestling, it's
This
kind of
Teenage
lowbrow.
Mutant Ninja Turtles movie looks bomb, dude. It looks like I'd be strapped to my seat, chugging a jumbo-sized Coke the whole time, pounding back popcorn, and then it would be like the movie's done, and I'd be going out of there like, damn, that was good, And fresh in my mind.
Okay.
Fresh in my mind would be these sexy images of Megan Fox wearing a little plaid skirt. Like,
I
man,
do say that the one thing they did do good with I saw is
Wow.
we get to see Rux. What is it? The rhino and the pig. We actually get to see
Bebop and Rocksteady. You don't even know their names, and you're
Bebop and Rocksteady, and they actually look pretty decent. And he's like, "Hey, you trying to bring back the Mohawk?" He's like, "Oh yeah, you have the jokes, do you?"
Can you bring back the Mohawk, Tommy? That'd be a great New Year's. For New Year's, if it's just the year of the Mohawk. If it is like the reverse Mohawk, like Road Warrior, like was it Hawk or Animal, who shaves the middle and leaves the
And
rest?
here's the thing: I thought the Shredder died in the
Hey, Tommy.
in the first movie, like with the in the other movie. That
Tommy.
Where's the trailer? Put this in the thing. Play it
Tommy.
through the.
Dude, some people are saying that you don't like the look of the new trailer, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer because it's the popular opinion that it's not good.
No, I just took a look at it. There were certain things I just didn't like about the trailer.
Oh,
Right. Can you put that
Tommy,
in
would
through
you,
the?
would you say that people react to trailers and they jump on a bandwagon and become sheeple, depending on one person's opinion?
Sorry, my foot fell asleep, and you get that tingling feeling in your foot whenever you put your foot up, and it's like when you go to a job interview and you put your foot up, and you're sitting there and you're just talking and talking, and finally you get up. And
Wait! Stop for one moment. You go to a job interview and you put your feet on the guy's desk and talk to him.
No.
Tommy
I'm
waltzes
saying-
in, puts his feet right up, he pours himself a little bit of scotch, lights his cigar, and says, "So when do I start,
Yeah,
boss?"
start playing with the globe and be like, yeah. Why am I answering that? Why should you hire me? How can you not?
No. I'm saying when you're sitting at a chair and you cross your foot underneath you put your foot somewhere, and
Like
as you're sitting there, you lose feeling in your foot. You don't realize it, but when you get up, it's just like you look like a zombie, and you're basically banging on your foot to get the blood flow back through your.
There's a new YouTube challenge that's kind of circulating, or maybe it was a little while, where you put elastic bands on your wrist, like 10 of them, and it cuts the circulation in your hand, makes it fall asleep, and you're supposed to try and do stuff with the ghost hand, like write or put on a shirt, and your hand ends up like curling up like this, and it makes for pretty good footage. Would you ever be willing to do that challenge, Tommy?
No, I would never do that. I would never risk myself getting hurt like that.
No,
I'm not that stupid.
there's no risk of injury. It's the same as falling asleep on your hand.
It sounds like Celtic hand syndrome is what it sounds like. Where your hand bends back and you can't undo it.
You wanna cut your hand to go to sleep? ask me to fall asleep on my arm. I just do this. I wake up the next morning, and there's just no circulation in this thing at all.
Well,
I am
that's
Yeah,
trying
you're
Saturday
to
night.
shaking it.
I
That's
just
pins
go
and
like
needles.
this, trying to get the circulation back into it.
Is that a watch you got on there, Sega Cam?
I always wear a watch.
I never noticed. That's pretty spiffy, man.
You know,
Nice.
There you go.
That's a fancy watch, dude. Like, that's a lot nicer than my watch. I just got a crappy Timex Expedition.
there was
Oh,
a documentary.
We should trade watches.
Yeah,
There was a
we sent mail
documentary
me.
made
I'll mail
about
you
a
mine.
YouTuber a while back ago, and I think two people would be interesting to have a documentary crew follow around. Would be Sega Camp and Chris and Judd. I think that would be the two people I think would be interesting with a documentary crew.
It really wouldn't. It really wouldn't. Like my days, and I'd intentionally start doing more exciting things because I know a camera would be like, yeah, I just do this every day. Go up to the CN Tower. Yeah, do this every day. Axe throwing. Do this every day. You know, volunteer at a soup kitchen. I'd really try to paint myself into a beyond impossible light.
Judd
Also-
just try to show off on the camera all the time.
Oh, pretty much. Why don't you
Yeah.
like the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Seamus, your hero is in it.
What? He's
Yeah,
in it?
Yeah, did you even watch the trailer? You don't know who Bebop is. You don't know who Rocksteady is. You don't even know Seamus is in there, and he's like 6'8" tall. Like, my goodness. All right, I'm gonna watch this
I
trailer.
didn't even spot him. Like I was watching the whole trailer. I'm like, oh god, why? I'm like, why does Michael Bay have to ruin everything? Like,
Alright.
can't they find a decent director to direct this movie? Of course, here's the thing. He's learned his lesson because the fact is that all the fans threatened him if he was going to change the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they threatened him, so he set his ways. If he had said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna change Transformers," I could picture the Transformers fans threatening him and saying, "If you do that, we're gonna come up to your house and set it on fire."
Tommy, what look are you doing tonight? What look are you going for tonight?
Me?
Yeah, what's the
Organized.
look?
Well, I just not really a look. It's just
Can we get a
I
full
got
body
this
shot?
in the 90s, there was actually a Transformers spin-off. I think it was like a Beast Wars or something like that.
And it sucked.
No, man. Beast Wars was the shit, dude.
No, it was all about
Beast
that
Wars
beetle.
was a decent to me. I did
It
not
was like,
really, I did not like it that much,
Christmas.
but I wasn't really into it either.
Do you guys remember
Well,
that show? It was like Power Rangers, but it was beetle themed.
I want to wish everybody here from the Tommy NC 2010 channel and the Tommy Talk Show a Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy
too
New
early.
Year.
Too early, dude. It's out of
Well,
taste.
if I want to wish people a Merry Christmas, I can sure do it.
Well, okay, man, my
Happy
bad.
holidays,
The most
everybody!
hostile, yeah.
Hey, dude, can we get a full body shot of the look? A stand-up shot.
Tommy's dressed like Mr. Sunshine or Sunshine Man.
I
It's
don't
hard to
have
tell.
anything to drink.
He fills the frame.
That's
a
your
little
own
bit too
fault.
much.
Take a camp.
It's my own fault.
Yeah,
How's it
you
my
can
own
get
fault?
because you live beside where you get things to drink.
You gotta change
That's
your
all I
camera,
do.
dude.
Can't expect one of us.
Tommy,
to
your
do
camera's not pointing at you.
I got something
You can
now.
only see half of it.
guys.
Blue box.
Tommy, hello.
Wouldn't it be
Can't
cool if
see
Tommy
you.
had got like a background for Tommy Talks, like a giant American flag behind him?
Yeah, it'd be better than a cluttered bedroom, I think.
I think so.
But I thought you were gonna ask like maybe like an object. I think if anything could improve Tommy Talks, a little mini trampoline. Wouldn't that be far out? Like
Sure.
doing, just bouncing up and down while doing an interview. That's far out.
5,000 bounces for 5,000 subscribers. Is that be the next
Or like and then maybe like a butt drop for like a butt bounce for special occasions, or try to do a front flip out of the bed or something. Tommy,
What?
have you ever been on a trampoline?
Yes, I have been on a trampoline before.
Have you been able to do a front flip off on a trampoline?
I'm not stupid.
Dude, front flips are the easiest.
I just don't have a trampoline with me right now.
Oh,
Hans
I
will
know.
be bouncing
I know,
his
dude.
chair.
I was actually mentioning to Judd and Chris at Sega Camp that you should get a little mini trampoline for Tommy Tux.
Jeez.
15 days early,
Hamza has
12
a
days
tramp-
early for this guy, guys.
Oh, also, apparently the 18th, the most,
Be right back,
the
guys.
most,
My the condo strata-leader dude needs some spices. He'll be back.
Sounded
Apparently,
vague and
the
difficult to
18th.
interpret.
The 18th, the most electrifying movie. Everybody's waiting for it, and they're probably gonna be flooding the theaters, and everybody's gonna be, you know what I think they should do, honestly, for the people that can't make it into the theaters, they need to have like a big screen and then just air it outside for the people that can't make it into the theaters. People have paid money ahead of time. Just have everybody sit outside of the theater and then like have speakers everywhere so people can just watch it
Like
outside.
a drive-in theater that.
Drive-in theater, but
Uh,
that's what the theater people need to do. People have already bought their tickets, so what's the point? And making people go nuts, and they're just standing there and they're like, I want to see the movie, but there's too many people. Basically, have the movie playing outside, play at the same time as you're playing it on the inside of the theater, in each one of the theaters, and then everybody gets to enjoy it that night on opening night. Just project it onto the theater, outside the theater, and everybody can enjoy it. Have her bring folding chairs, and that would be the most interesting idea. Just
Well,
make sure the
Tommy,
weather.
there is a drive-in out here where I have as well, and people could just go there as well. There's let's just say though, I never got into it though, but from what I know though, you go in there, there's a specific radio station that you're supposed to turn your radio inside your car to, and then you can finally listen to the movie playing in the radio. It's pretty neat.
What, are you some underground resistance shit? Like you guys have got a Cuban radio stream? What are you up to?
No, it's just there's a drive-in place out here where I am.
Oh,
It's out in
so-
Belmont.
So that's an option for you, Tommy. Come up to Canadian Drive-In up here. Hey, are you going to be disappointed when Trump builds a wall across Canada and you can't visit the rest of the crew that's here? Outnumbered by a bunch of Canadians.
and you'll be personally responsible because you voted for him, and
You
you'll
vote
be
him
like,
in and he's
what
gonna
have I
How
build
are
done?
you
a wall
voting for
between us.
him? Like, why are you accusing me? Suddenly you gotta accuse me saying
Yeah,
I'm
whoa,
gonna
whoa,
vote
whoa!
for him?
He's voting for Bernie Sanders, guys.
No, I'm not. I'm not even. It's too early yet to say
Would
who I'm
you-
gonna vote for.
would
So
you
quit
vote
trying to say.
Obama?
Quit trying
Would
to
you
put
vote-
words in my mouth.
Would you vote Obama for another term?
Hell no.
What?
I don't think he should get a third term anyway, guys. This is his second term now.
How about Hillary Clinton? AKA
But if
Milf
George
Clinton.
Bush were in again.
I heard some people though did get
Yeah,
a third term,
That's
but
a big
apparently
question. Would you, if George Bush came out of retirement and said, "I'm going to be running for president," would you vote for him?
I'm not gonna get
he
involved
already
in
had
politics.
his time.
I'm not
Sam.
gonna.
This
I'm-
is just
he
this
had
is
his time.
No, this
This
is
is
you
not-
trying to lead me
Yeah.
on and then get,
It's
get people
you only have
riled
two
up in the
choices,
Congress.
Tommy. Pick one: Republican or Democrat. It's not like us where we have like 5 different parties, and one of them is like
Republican.
a separatist group.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm thinking about swinging my vote towards the Socialist Party of Canada.
They don't have never won one seat, eh?
I know.
They have the
don't-
coolest
they usually
logo.
don't do very good. Have you seen? There's another party called like the Animal Party or something like that.
Yeah. I know somebody who actually has to do the CRTC regulations on who gets media time, right? And you have to do it equally for every single political party. So occasionally, I'll just have meetings with like the Rhinoceros Party and the like legalization of marijuana party and the Communist Party all at once. It's good. Good times.
Tommy, do you think they're going to start making holograms of past presidents to run as future presidents? And
Would
if
you
so,
know-
which
yeah.
president?
No,
Bring
instead
back.
they should try and put them in glass bottles, kind of like what you see in Futurama. How they're in a glass bottle and they just talk to you.
That would be kind of funny if they had done something
Of
like
course,
that.
I'm Richard Nixon. And of
Tommy,
course,
you've finally
I used
broken
to be
Ted
one of the
Cruz,
best
by the way, Tommy.
presidents.
He's just heartbroken. You're not talking about the turtles.
I love turtles.
No, not the great candy, but it is amazing. I think he means the,
What?
Turtles the candy. Fantastic. Tommy, so about the Ninja, what do you specifically not like about it?
It's just
Who would you cast in place of Megan Fox? And I don't like that there's no foot patrol, and instead they have to make it real with like, oh, terrorists have the train, and you're like, really? Like, what happened to the foot patrol? They were so cool. They were robot ninjas. Like,
the woman that played Rose off of Titanic. She's,
Kate Winslet?
Kate Winslet, yeah, because she's a redhead, and she's a gorgeous redhead.
I don't know now, Tommy. Ever since then, now she finally changed her hair to being a blonde.
Well, I think she looked gorgeous
series. She's in the Divergent series. She had him, and her hair is actually blonde.
And she can actually act, and which Megan Fox is just a pretty face and really can't act.
But your primary reason for Kate Winslet is that you think she's hot.
She's a good actress. She was in the one of the most Oscar-winning movies, Titanic. So she's a good actress.
Do you consider Leo DiCaprio one of the greatest actors of our time as well, or was he kind of just a pretty boy?
DiCaprio is a good actor too. He is spot on, and
I didn't like him in.
I've been hearing rumors
that was a good movie.
I've been hearing rumors that he's gonna be Scarface in a reboot. I'm like, are you serious? Like,
well, people now are hoping now for Leonardo DiCaprio for I think some sort of Oscar award for the new movie he's in called The Revenant or something like that.
Second count.
Yes, Sam?
You ever thought about doing Christmas carols with the campster?
I wish I could.
What do you mean you wish you could? What's holding you back, dude?
You already have acapellas on your channel, man. It would fit right in.
You've got the voice of an angel. You've got the Santa Claus hat. You wouldn't have to go very far to get snow this time of year, I'm sure.
He's in the
Hey,
south
I do
of the
have
US.
him. If I could, just quickly turn the camera off and go change. Hang on, give me a sec here.
Yeah,
Please.
take your
Doesn't
time,
sound
dude.
creepy at all there, Sega Camp.
All right, let's start off this Christmas season correctly here on the Tommy and C 2010 show. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh, over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Then Tommy gets flustered. He says, "Sam, you're a dunce." Merry Christmas from all of us jolly cunts. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Tommy NC 2010. I'm not going to say that line.
I know where you were going with that, Sam.
Yeah, no,
Doesn't need to be said.
It's never going away. No?
What is your next subject for the bait and sketch show? I'm just curious. What's
Well,
what
you
is
can
the
tune
plan?
in. That's called a radio tease, Tommy. You can tune in after this giant commercial break of a week. No, I'm not too sure. We're putting some feelers out for various guests.
Well, am I allowed to mention
If you want, yeah.
well, I don't know if we have anything going on next week, but Sam, you had something coming up as...
Yeah, that's right. I'm planning a Mr. Rasmus Rants Super Show Mega Supreme on Sunday, 7 o'clock Pacific Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Tune in if you can. It's at night, not in the morning. We're not that kind of show. And Tommy, you're not going to be part of the show because you're not going to be available, but we're going to have, hopefully, we're going to have Sega Camp, Chris, Judd, Mark Hyder, and Anthony if he's available. And we're just going to sit back, relax, and have a good old time. So tune in if you can.
Yeah.
And if I
I'll
have
be
Wi-Fi,
here.
I'll try to tune in.
Well, we'll see about that. But Mark's on a conditional appearance. He's only going to appear if you're not there. So.
Oh, yeah, like I never did anything wrong to him, and he gave me a chance.
Dude,
These are the reasons he doesn't want you here.
Did Mark explicitly say that Tommy can't even watch though? That's pretty.
No, Tommy can watch. Yeah, no, Tommy.
Okay.
By all means, watch. Leave comments.
Do you remember the time I tried to entrap Mark and be like, yeah, we're gonna have British Thanksgiving, and it was all just a ruse so we could spring Tommy on him and have like a big Thanksgiving fight, and he was like, not if Tommy's there, and I was he saw through it like immediately.
Why does he hate me? Like, I don't
knows?
get it.
I'm
I
trying to find
never
out.
I
did
have
anything.
no idea. It's
All right,
just,
let's change the subject. Tommy, have you had #1 China recently?
Yes, I have. Why?
Some of the fans want to know. Joey, one of your big time super fans, he wants to know because he said there's a #1 China in his city, and it's got a nail salon inside of it.
Everything you need.
Yes, there have been. We did a Food Dude Review Crew video of #1 China.
Do you guys get this stuff in Toronto?
What?
Goyaki.
I was gonna say it looks like Shock Top or something.
Is
No,
is that a local microbrew or something?
No, this is like a Brazilian tea. I don't know if you guys get that over there.
Probably if I looked for it.
It just so happens that my local grocery store has got a lot of health. Well, here, big quotation mark, health products. This is like a sugary tea drink, so.
Yeah, no. Doesn't appear to be available. What does it taste like?
Bold quality, packs a punch. It's really good. Tommy, are you okay, man? You look like you're suffering here.
A little flustered, buddy.
You too warm?
I just don't want to do the show anymore right now. Thank you so much, guys.
What's wrong?
Something just. Thank you for watching, folks. I'm Tommy NC 2010. Thank you, Chris and Judd, for coming on tonight. As
Okay.
always, I'm Tommy NC 2010. I'm keeping you on the
Thanks, Rasmus.
inside. Fact.
It's like I can't.